let's get right to it. The future of your business isn't about humans versus machines. It's about humans with machines. We're talking about building a brand new kind of team, where your best people are working side by side with, well, silicon colleagues. This hybrid workforce, this is the key to unlocking a whole new level of performance.
And hey, this isn't just some far-off theory. A study with Procter & Gamble, a giant in your world, proved that these human AI teams solve complex problems between 12 and 16% faster. Now just think about that for a second. Imagine applying that kind of speed to untangling your supply chain or optimizing your holiday marketing campaigns in real time. That's a game changer.
So the takeaway here is pretty clear. This is happening right now. The race is already on. And the question you really need to be asking yourself isn't if you're going to build a hybrid workforce, but how fast you can redesign your entire company to lead the pack.
So, over the next few minutes, we're going to break down the roadmap for this transformation. We'll look at new performance benchmarks, talk about why you literally have to rewrite your company's playbook, and then we'll get into the hard economics that make this a competitive mandate you just can't afford to ignore.
First up, let's talk about the new benchmark for performance. And this requires a fundamental shift in how you think. We're not just talking about giving your teams another piece of software. No, this is about integrating AI as a functional, contributing member of the team, a true colleague.
And the payoff for getting this right? It's massive. IBM's research shows that companies that actually treat AI like a colleague outperform their peers by a staggering 44%. And that's in both revenue growth and employee retention. So it makes the business stronger and, frankly, a better place to work.
Okay, but here's the big challenge. Your current corporate playbook, it wasn't written for this new kind of team. All those traditional rules for hiring, for training, for performance management, they're becoming obsolete and fast. I mean, just look at the contrast here. We're moving from these slow annual reviews to real-time performance data. We're going from classroom training that takes months to instant capability upgrades through a software deployment. And think about it. Your new AI teammate doesn't take vacations, it operates 24/7. Your old management playbook just can't handle that reality.
So, if the old playbook is out, what's in? Well, this new reality demands a new blueprint for performance. We're talking about designing what we call the augmented organization. And the smartest companies out there are already redesigning their entire structures to unlock this potential.
Let me give you a concrete example. Look at Shopify. They've put in what they call an AI-first hiring rule. It's simple. Before any manager gets approval for a new human hire, they first have to prove that an AI system can't do the job. Now that forces you to think strategically about every single role.
It really boils down to this simple, powerful process. First, you define the actual business need. Second, you test to see if AI can meet that need effectively. And only then, only if the answer is no, do you go out and hire a person to apply those uniquely human skills, like complex judgment, strategy, and real creativity.
And here's the goal in simple math. When you design your teams this way, one person working with the right AI can actually match the output of two people working the old way. That is a 100% force multiplier for your workforce. It's that powerful.
But for an AI to be a true colleague, it can't just be a forgetful intern. It needs memory, your company's memory. That's where a technology called RAG comes in. It connects the AI to all of your private data, every sales report, every piece of customer feedback, every return policy. It transforms that AI from a brand new intern into a seasoned expert with perfect recall.
All right, let's talk about the bottom line. Let's get into the economics of all this. What are the real-world gains, and what's it actually going to cost to get there?
In retail, we all know contact centers are a huge operational cost. This chart shows that giving an agent AI assistance provides, on average, a 15% productivity gain. But look closer, because this is the really interesting part. The biggest jump isn't for your veterans, it's for your new, less experienced agents. The AI acts like a co-pilot, getting new hires up to speed and performing at a higher level way faster. This directly attacks the high cost of turnover.
Now, what's the real investment look like? Well, it's not just the price of the software license, not even close. According to McKinsey, for every single dollar you spend on the AI technology itself, you should expect to spend another $3 to $4 on retraining your people and redesigning your workflows so they can actually use it effectively. This isn't an IT line item. This is a major strategic investment. And look, this doesn't happen overnight. A realistic timeline for doing this right is about 18 to 24 months.
It's a multi-stage project, right? You start with your tech infrastructure. Then you move to redesigning workflows and running pilot programs, and then you finish with full-scale training and rollout.
So this brings us to our final, and honestly our most critical point. Building a hybrid workforce, it's no longer just an opportunity for growth. It is now a competitive necessity. In today's market, just standing still is the biggest risk you can take.
Let's just be brutally honest about the competitive landscape for a second. Your team, they forget details. An augmented competitor's team, they have perfect recall. Your people need vacations and breaks. Theirs operates 24/7. Your team gets tired. Theirs delivers consistent accuracy, solving problems up to 16% faster. So the question is, which team are you building?
Ultimately, this is the new job of leadership. Your success, going forward, will be defined by how well you can orchestrate your human talent, your biological contributors, and your digital talent into a single, cohesive unit, creating a capability that is far, far greater than the sum of its parts.
So I'll leave you with this one question to take back to your next executive meeting. When you really look at your current structure, your talent, and your strategy, is your organization chart truly ready for a silicon coworker?